Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now welcome Superintendent Chris Corey to the podium.
Hello and welcome to the celebration in honoring the Fairfield-Sassoon 2020 high school graduates. I am Chris Corey, Superintendent, and on behalf of the Governing Board, I want to express how proud we are of our graduating seniors. This year's pandemic and virus was aimed at no one in particular and everyone at once. This was especially impactful to our high school seniors. Every senior lost their prom, senior sunrise, senior sunset, senior sports season, and their in-person graduation ceremony. Our seniors and their parents had been dreaming about many of these traditions for a long time. Despite all of these disappointments, the pandemic also brought all graduating seniors together. It sparked creativity, demanded resiliency, and promoted togetherness, even though physically separated. These lessons learned throughout your educational journey will only be enhanced by the lessons learned during this pandemic. We hope in the near future that we can again honor you, only this time in person. Until that time, remember that you represent history in the making. You are the record-setting class of 2020. High school graduations are a highlight for everyone. Our board members and senior staff like to represent by wearing school colors to the individual graduations. This year, I'll have to wear them all at once. Congratulations, class of 2020. Thank you for your insight and determination. You are premier.
And now I'd like to introduce our valedictorian, Alec Merodio.
Armijo's graduating class of 2020, teachers, staff, families, and others. All I can say is we made it. I want to start by thanking everyone who supported us through this 13-year journey. We were all motivated by different things, and while the year didn't end the way we had hoped, I want to focus not just on the finish, but on the journey instead. While thinking about the best way to present this speech, I came up with a list of my top 5 takeaways from this experience. First of all, friends are necessary. They allow for the release of stress, the creation of good memories, and a group that supports you no matter what. My friends push me to achieve, get involved, laugh, and have fun. Maybe, most importantly, friends should keep you anchored in who you are, but at the same time, push you to be a better version of yourself. I will always value the friends I have made here. El Grupo, just a quick shout out to you. Next, getting involved makes it so much easier to find the good things somewhere and capitalize on opportunities. Whether it is sports, clubs, leadership, band, performing arts, or service, getting involved allowed me to be a part of something bigger than myself. Finally, getting involved allowed me to really connect with my peers in the Army of Spirit, not to mention the benefits of the many excused absences I had while participating in these extracurricular activities. Probably the single most important lesson I learned throughout high school is the ability to laugh at myself. While it seems like such a small concept, being able to get past the embarrassment or discomfort of certain situations and laugh at yourself is invaluable. Let's face it, a lot of mistakes are still to be made by each of us. Being the first in line to laugh when they happen helps you be a part of moving on from the mistake rather than being the awkward guy just standing there. You do not want to be that guy. Another key takeaway is that it's important to stay unified, support one another, and have gratitude, especially through times of crises like these. We must realize the importance of having peers with whom we can experience tough times. The class of 2020 has experienced some hard times, unexpected times, and unusual circumstances. We have faced flooding, fires, a mascot change, and now a pandemic. We have leaned on each other, even while forced to be apart. If we can continue to support one another and stay unified, we will be better equipped to face hardships in the future. I have learned to look forward to people rather than away when faced with challenges. I also feel grateful to the many others who have supported me along the way. The last thing I have learned is how important it is to find a purpose. Some of us will move on to higher education, others to vocational or training school, some to armed service, and others to the workforce. I believe it is not your path in life that defines you, but what you do along the way. Find a purpose and work towards it. Even if the path you follow doesn't lead where you anticipated, it doesn't mean it's not a worthy path. Approach the next chapter of your life with confidence, humor, and courage, regardless of the path that you choose. My path won't match others, and that's okay. Each of us having our own purpose is what matters most. I believe if we all take away these 5 lessons, we will be ready for anything that life has in store for us. I would like to close with a quote that stands out to me, especially in light of the times that we are currently experiencing. The Dalai Lama once said, "Remember that sometimes not getting what you want is a wonderful stroke of luck." I wish you all the best, good luck, happiness, and success. I can't wait to see the impact of Armijo High School's graduating class of 2020.
And now I'd like to introduce ASB President Nathan Klassen.
Hello, fellow Armijo students, Armijo families, and all other viewers. I'm so grateful I was able to serve in this position this year, and I'm honored to have the opportunity to speak in front of this incredible student body. Regardless of how this year has ended, we have spent almost a fifth of our lives at Armijo, and I can say it has easily been the best years of my life. Despite all the hardships that school can pose, I will forever cherish losing my voice at football games, competing for Armijo proudly, connecting with some of our amazing faculty, and making lifelong friendships. And that's just to name a few memorable experiences I've had, and I hope you can all reminisce about your high school experience in a positive manner too. A notable feat that I have seen from our class is the impact we have had on our campus dynamic. Our freshman year, it seemed as though every club, sports team, and other school organization were solely led by seniors. Within our years of being here, I have seen numerous examples of people from our class step up into a leadership role, either while being an underclassman or a junior. This has also been demonstrated by us fostering the grades below us, encouraging their success and their leadership. This feature is so commendable and can be seen through Armijo becoming a community as opposed to being segregated by our different class levels as well as our involvement in certain activities. Don't get me wrong, this isn't the only thing our class has done, as we have received many achievements too, such as being accepted into university, our social media stars, and athletes representing Armijo admirably at athletic competitions, as well as teams breaking notorious school losing streaks. Although we have earned many accolades, our legacy is not only defined by this, but by the connections we have made and what we have bestowed to our peers. A final note I'd like to say is congratulations to everyone graduating. This is no easy endeavor, as not only have we fulfilled the requirements placed on California public education, but also making it through some of the most difficult coming-of-age moments. These moments have been filled with so much anxiety and stress that can stem from societal pressures, but I'm so proud of you for all making it this far. Albeit this is not what many of us had in mind when we imagined our graduation ceremony, but I don't want to undermine anyone's accomplishment of having a tough schedule of classes from 7 to 3, and with others having additional commitments, making high school an even more laborious task than it already is. This is seriously such a great achievement. Right now, before I sign off, I would like you to thank all the people around you, your friends and family. Personally, I consider my friends and family my rock, and I'm beyond grateful for how they have helped me. I'm saddened this is the way we have to depart, but I know you will all be remarkable citizens and super successful in the future. Thank you.
And now I'd like to introduce staff member Catherine Plasenik.
Good evening, graduating class of 2020. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Catherine Plasenik. For many of you, I've been known as an English, ELD, or TOK teacher, the EE coordinator who hounds you about your IB paper, a club advisor, your very own Mama P, or simply that crazy lady who had to come into your class and sub for your teacher that one time. It is such an honor to speak to you on behalf of Armijo's faculty and staff. If I can be honest with you though, I'm nervous. When I was told that you voted for me, I immediately felt this pang of uncertainty. Do I really have anything worthy of listening to for a few moments on this monumental day? I have to admit, I did what I know so many of you do. I heard the minimum time requirement for the presentation, and then I said to myself, oh, I could do that. My uncertainty quickly faded when I sat back and thought about how special your graduating class is to me. I'm unsure how many of you know this, but I'm a military spouse. This means that I move frequently, and in my 8 years of teaching, I have never experienced the joy of staying in one place long enough to see a graduating class all the way through their high school experience. That is, until you, graduating class of 2020. You are the first, and perhaps only, class I will ever have the pleasure of seeing all the way through this crazy journey that is high school. This won't be a speech about me though. You won't hear a lengthy diatribe about my successes or challenges in life. The truth is, many of you have faced more than some people do in a lifetime. You've already set yourself up for success by being here today, and you don't need to hear about mine. I think what we do need to hear at this time is some certainty. In a world filled with so much unknown right now, let's talk about some things that I do know to be true and certain. You and I have a lot in common. As we speak, my family is packing up our house to move across the country. I'm preparing to leave everything I've come to know for the last 5 years, and it's scary. I am so sure many of you are feeling the same as you embrace your journey into adulthood. Whether you are leaving for college, starting a job, or still figuring it out, you're just as scared as I am. Change is difficult, but I am certain that we all have the strength and perseverance to succeed in anything we do. I am also certain that I am proud of you for accomplishing this great feat. Some of you are the first in your family to graduate, and that is such a remarkable thing. For others, you are living a legacy, and you'll go on to have more graduations to come. Some of us are still shocked we're here, myself included, and I am just so proud of every single one of you. I am certain that your friends, family, and loved ones are proud of you as well. I also know that you are going to go out into this world and make it better. You are experiencing this pandemic at such a pivotal moment in your life, and you have the power to go out into the world and make a change. Whether it is in the profession you choose or simply how you choose to embrace every single day, you have so much power over your future. Speaking of your future, I have one final piece of teacherly advice about something for which I am certain. As you think about your future and make plans, make sure you are pursuing that which makes you happy. At the end of the day, you are all you have, and if you choose a career and lifestyle for which you are passionate, then happiness and success can only follow. I am certain about this because I've lived it. Teaching is my life, and I sincerely hope you find something that makes you as happy as I have been to teach here at Armijo for the last 5 school years. Find a future that makes you as sad and uncertain to leave as I am right now. Because that's when you know that it has all been meaningful. Those of you who have taken my Theory of Knowledge course know that I am a staunch advocate for the fact that there is no absolute truth in this world. But I think that claim needs to be amended today. The absolute truth is, you are the most exceptional graduating class I have ever had the pleasure of knowing, and for that I am certain. On behalf of the entire Armijo faculty and staff, congratulations, class of 2020. Mama P loves you very much.
Today, the class of 2020 will receive diplomas to mark their graduation from high school. The diploma each graduate receives represents years of hard work, commitment, dedication, and achievement, and will mark a turning point in the lives of all these young people. So graduates, although I'm sure my speech and the view you have of my social distancing hair is the part of the video that you immediately want to fast forward to get to the good part where the students' names are announced, I encourage you to listen. Because I would be remiss as a graduation speaker if I didn't remind you that the graduates of 2020 are the future. During my time at home, I've had ample opportunity to reflect on our place in the world and our obligations moving forward. What does it take to move forward in the most positive way? As seniors stepping onto the path of the next part of your journeys, I encourage you to join me in this reflection. The class of 2020 was born into the shocking world of 9/11. Up to that point, a sense of safety existed that you've never known. No one imagined an event so horrific could occur on our own soil, but as in the way of the world, it did. As a result of 9/11, you have grown up in a changed world with ongoing wars, fear of flying, a negative focus on immigration, major advances in technology, and a discomfort with how the new technology collects information about us and affects our lives. Now, you graduates are ending your senior year in the midst of the unprecedented time of COVID-19. I might ask, can these young people please catch a break? But I won't, because the world will continue to be what it is, and you will continue to face challenges, some personal, and some you just notice in the headlines and worry about. Listen to me. Expecting not to experience challenges is futile. Don't waste your time. Instead, as Henry David Thoreau said, you must live in the present. Launch yourself on every wave. Find your eternity in each moment. Fools stand on their island of opportunities and look toward another land. There is no other land. There is no other life but this. You have no other life but this, the one you are living and breathing in right this very moment. You can tell yourself the world is screwed up, unfair, unjust, whatever opinion you decide to have, and why should you bother? Or you can muster your positivity and launch yourself into every moment of opportunity and continue moving forward. Stop looking for other land, for society to shape up, for politicians to work for you, for bad or inconvenient things to stop happening. What I'm asking you to do is bigger than carpe diem, seizing the day. I am urging you to seize every single moment. As you watch your high school graduation on this video, something you never imagined prior to social distancing mandates, forget about what you think you've missed or how things should have played out. Instead, think about your eternity. What celebrations will you make for yourself? Where do you see yourself in your biggest dreams? What steps will you take to get there? What do you want to bring along on your journey? Who do you need to leave behind? And it's okay to leave people behind as long as it isn't yourself. Yes, class of 2020, I care about you and your well-being, and because I care about you, I want you to face your future with an inner strength that helps you navigate whatever the world tosses your way. I am so sorry you didn't experience your senior prom or the other traditional events. I especially regret that you won't experience that bittersweet moment on the last day of school when seniors look across the empty campus and realize this part of the journey really is over. My advice for you is to live in the present, dream big, plan your future, and be a positive force. Don't waste your time waiting for the world to get better. Even without having your senior quote to refer to for confirmation of your pithy thoughts, I believe you are the people who must make our uneasy world better. We are counting on you. More importantly, you are counting on you. Thank you. And now I'd like to introduce staff members Ann Hudak and Sarah Johnson, who will be reading the graduates' names.
Carl Stephen Villacorta Ibarra.
Claudia Sofia Villacorta Ibarra.
Berenice Guadalupe Agredano Esquivias.
Brian Agredano Esquivias.
Kayla Gwen Aguarin.
Gabriel Walter Albari Smith.
Joe Alcantar.
Juan Sebastián Alejandre.
Guadalupe Estrella Alonso.
Rosa Fernanda Alvarez Ramirez.
Jennifer Alvarez Zamora.
Ayani Kelly Cabrillo Amboy.
Natalie Vinuan Aquino.
Brianna Sofia Artia Rodriguez.
Jadine Natalie Arizabal.
Ricardo Mariano Armijo.
Brandon Andrew Asher.
Lance Francis Mazzino Atienza.
Gernor Kaur Atwal.
Zaire Unique Hope Austin.
Edith Emery Avalos.
Lisette Avalos.
Marisa Alia Avila.
Adriana Kuulewapui Melemele Babchak.
Callie Bellastieri.
Rihanna Marie Banaga. Alejandro Barajas Chavez.
Hilo Jesus Barajas. Mark Luis Maniego Barredo.
Jose Antonio Barrera Perez.
Aiden Aliz Barrios.
Lillian Mariah Baxter.
Aurelio Benavides Jr.
Jose Daniel Bermudez Campiz.
Dylan Andrew Bertani.
Sonia Bala.
Luis David Birrete Zamora.
Nia Lamia Blay.
Israel Bobadilla Ortega.
Jared Michael Breda.
Stephen Kalani Makoa Brandt.
Arshbir Singh Brar.
Brittany Judith Bravo.
Roger Israel Briceno III.
Jacob Daniel Brises.
Saxon Sherrard Brooks.
Ariel Victoria Brown.
Jameson Rose Soleil Brown.
Malik Amaru Brown.
Rachel Ilana Brown.
Raymond Russell Brown.
Tyler Vincent Buffa.
Coleman Gabriel Burdett.
Tatiana Yakita Bynum.
Andy Cabral.
Sol Angelo Naval Cabugwas.
Elisa Iván Cáceres Portillo.
Haroldo Calderon Jr.
Juan Diego Calderón Núñez.
Austin J. Della Calma.
Jonathan Camacho Deyes.
Francisco Carapia Altamirano Jr.
Gabriel Alexander Carcamo.
Melanie Daisy Carcamo.
Grace Hanson Carlin D. Aramo.
Alicia Caro.
Alea Isabel Carrasca.
Melina Desiree Carter.
Kiana Azares Castling.
Adriana Caroline Casillas.
Vidal Josías Castañeda.
Carlos Alberto Castellanos Jr.
Michelle Castrejón.
Katia Montserrat Castro Gonzalez.
Leonardo Francisco Castro Mora.
Jason Caudillo.
Sairi Elizabeth Serino Arias.
Omar Alexis Chavez.
Hengfei Chen.
Luis Oscar Cisneros Cervantes.
Job Ekena Cohen.
Tione Tiara Colbert.
Cassandra Collantes Ramirez.
Tylena Kate Concepcion.
Neveya Miyayama Concepcion Garcia.
Liana Serena Contreras.
Sofía Contreras.
Jolie Bree Conway.
Gary Allen Cook.
Marco Antonio Correa Galvan.
Kiana Cortez Alfaro.
Laura Yvette Cortez Garcia.
Mariah Cortez Valdez,
Kaylee Anna Cowgill,
Amanda Michelle Cranenbrot,
Kayla Ariana Crane,
Alana Marie Cruz,
Angelica Rhea Brian Cruz,
Brandon Cornejo Cruz,
Jesus Cruz,
Jesus Angel Cruz,
Michael Francis Cruz,
Oscar Esteban Cruz, Maritza Vianney Cruz Perez,
Guadalupe Montserrat Cruz Rosales, Sadiq Rashid Cruz,
Andrew Quintans Cruzan,
John Hanlon Curry,
Abby Tayag David,
Aiden Stewart Davis,
Tajani Marie Davis Turner,
Isabel Sophia de Groot, Jaslyn Marie de la Cruz,
Juan Alberto de León Pérez, Isabela María del Rosario,
Ethan Nathaniel de la Vega,
Emily Delgadillo,
Adamari Delgado Renaga,
Dalen Lee Denweep,
Hezekiah Habez Diago,
Samantha Giselle Diaz Chaparro,
Madison Micheline Kuulealoa Dodini,
Annabelle Jane Doolin,
Amber Joanne Duarte,
Sydney Dawn Dufault,
Emily Valeria Duran Calderon,
Anabel Duran Espinosa,
Diana Espedi Duran Maduena,
Leah Morgan Eccles,
Jesus Elias Benavides,
Jacqueline Sofia Encinas,
Noah Leslie Aaron English,
Karen Rebecca Esparza,
Emmett Harold Espino,
Ian Justine Espiritu,
Diego Esquivias,
Janet Fierros Duran,
Yasmin Fieros Duran,
Carlos Alexis Figueroa,
Elizabeth Figueroa Flores,
Marcus Allen Fleming,
Kaylee Marie Tehran Fletcher,
Ashley Ann Flores.
Jordan Allen Porquez Fontaine.
Kailani Nayela Ford Bangad.
Elena Grace Freeman.
Leslie Dinora Fuentes.
Robert David Gabbert.
RJ John Sinens Gerlin.
Krisha May Evangelista Galura.
Jocelyn Galvaz Saldana. Diego Efren Garcia Caro.
Giselle Garcia Ceja. Elizabeth Quintero Garcia.
María Elena Garcia Hernández. Luna Elena Garcia.
Maria Angela Garcia. Alexander Garcia Ochoa.
Kimberly Garcia Ojeda.
Diana Karina Garcia Sanchez.
Diana Isaela Garcia Torres.
Alia Lenora Glasper.
Sabrina Dominique Gomez Lopez.
Ingrid Gonzalez.
Gabriela Susan Gonzalez McGregor.
Shamoni Lachey Griffin.
Dave Ben Natividad Gurion.
Marcus Alexander Gutierrez.
Giselle Guzman.
Janet Guzman.
Rodrigo Guzman Raya.
Adriana Nicole Haddon.
Emily Romina Hammer.
Ruben Paul Harlan.
Samuel Jean Harrell III.
Natalie Heredia Caro.
Angel Joaquin Hernandez.
Brianna Nicole Hernandez.
Lázaro Hernandez Dominguez. Erika Hernandez.
Jose Angel Hernandez. Mario Herrera.
Melanie Herrera.
Nicole Bascal Hicks.
Wyatt Highfill.
Chaslyn Lauren Hyzon.
Eric Cornelius Hornage III.
Raymond Jacob Houston.
Aaron Ibarra.
Anya LaDonna Jackson.
Florentino Heber Jimenez. Josue Jimenez Paniagua.
Sara Ciria Jimenez. Roy Lee Johnson Jr.
Alexis Marie Jones.
Kate Isabel Milazzo Juanillo.
Celeste Sachet Juarez.
Rachel Catrice Juarez.
Patrick Sean Julius.
Aya Karani.
Ramel Tangalag Kangab.
Diana Rasem Khatib.
Hannah Lillian Kildo.
William Robert Kirkland.
Nathan Eric Klassen.
Lonnie Edward Kutil III.
Avery Rian Cavintis.
Amira Roxanne Lafourcade Banks.
Maria Fernanda Manzini Lagaman.
Laisha Denise Landa Garcia.
Christian James Landers.
Lamari Tasai Landers.
Octavio Lara Lopez.
Alexis Nicole Lara Peraza.
Ja Latula.
Joshua Moses Lawson.
Victoria Raquel Lawson.
Brenda Leanos.
Markeana Renee Nicole Lee.
Jennifer Maria Fernanda Lemus Geronimo.
Ryan Liu.
Jonathan Yanis.
Cameron Alexander Loiza.
Jada Jewel Longmire.
Aaron Paul Falcon Lopez.
Marisol Lopez.
Malik Deshaun Lovett.
Quinzion Darian Lowry.
Lin Nguyen Nyao Lu.
Tyler Austin Lynn.
Larwo Jonathan Michael Mays.
Raven Adelita Magana.
Ni Tuye Mai Nguyen.
Myla Kamba Maiko.
Ayana Renee Malivert McDaniel.
Jonathan Tilden Mantel.
Cynthia Marinucci.
Aurora Audrey Markham.
Ariana Guadalupe Marquez.
Brandon Jose Martin Becerra.
Stacy Martin Valencia.
Brian Martinez.
Daniela Jacqueline Martinez.
Eliseo Martinez Rodriguez. Selena Maria Martinez.
Isabel Capati Martinez. Sofía Margarita Martinez Aguirre.
Alyssa Rihanna Mattel.
Marcel Leandre MacArthur Jr.
Devin Robert McDaniel Sacedo.
Donovan Nathaniel McMullen.
Jacob Leonardo McNaughton.
Gabriel Salvador Medina.
Itzel Rafaela Danae Mejia Vasquez.
Daniel Jesus Melton.
Stephanie Mendez Ceja.
Daniela Ruby Mendez Gonzalez.
Carlos Francisco Mendoza Macias.
Alexander Manuel Mendoza Ortega.
Alejandro Miguel Meno.
Sierra Sampson Mercado.
Jennifer Figueroa Merino.
Alec Daniel Merodio.
Carmel Kennedy Merriman.
Jaden Andrew Massano.
Jessica Mariel Mexicano Ramos.
Joseph Mondi Erase Mislang.
Juliana Marie Mojica.
Anna Kenya Molinero Quinn.
Brandon Alexis Montero.
Edwin Artemio Montes de Oca.
Emily Morales. Javier Munoz Jr.
Lucia Camila Muñoz. Marisabel Alicia Murillo.
Josias Matthew Caliboso Navasca.
Dominic Ramel Nazario Ma.
Nadia Marie Nidefer.
Jocelyn Natina Nedavong.
Jeremiah James Newton.
Jesse Gabriel Upingo Newton.
Lillian Nguyen.
Alexis Nieto Salinas.
Nima Joanne Starlene Naivar.
Mayhem Zach Norris.
Jack Andrew Nygaard.
Nicholas Patrick Nygaard.
Emerald Bactas Ochoa.
Annette Orozco Gonzalez.
Javier Ortega Jr.
Dania Ortiz.
Stephanie Elizabeth Owens.
Alexander Damian Paget,
Lisa Marie Palmas Lopez,
Simone Zion Paschal,
Austin Patrick,
Kyle Daniel Payne,
Kevin Andrew Pearson,
Dylan Anthony Peche,
Damian Reginald Pembroke,
Jessica Jasmine Pena Murillo,
Elias Emmanuel Peniche,
Isai Herminio Perez,
Gabriela Lourdes Perez,
Emmanuel Perez Rodriguez,
Steven Perez Rodriguez,
Kaya Chantel Phillips,
Jeremy Riquez Pingle,
Cora Marie Pullman,
Cassandra Janae Post,
Benjamin Rudolfo Potosny,
Isaac Robert Powell,
Kevin Quevedo Navarro,
Dante Miguel Quinn Jr.,
Alexa Lara Quintero,
Destiny Risa Ragsdale,
Mary Angeline Ramich,
Gonzalo Ramirez,
Jasmine Ramirez Munoz,
Chester Keith Dagarag Ramos,
Jennifer Ramos,
Jomar Clemente Ramos,
Jordan Elizabeth Marie Ramsey,
Tasia Nairi Randall,
Khalil Muhammad Rashid Miggins,
Kalima Maslima Rashid Miggins,
Hudson Kenneth Reese,
Andrew Mark Reguera,
Alicia Elizabeth Reyes,
Asia Deshai Noble Richardson,
Lene Danielle Ringler,
Jasmine Rios,
Mariah Danielle Rios,
Jeremiah Tyrone Roberson,
Lamarion Akil Robinson,
Esther Noemi Robles, Jeanette Rodriguez Flores,
Francisco Manuel Rodriguez Gonzalez,
Cassandra Rodriguez Luna,
Luz Fernanda Rodriguez, Jaime Rafael Rodriguez Ramirez Jr.,
Lidia Mónica Rodriguez Vargas,
Jacqueline Rosales Garcia.
Ryan Renice Rubin.
Paulina Rubio.
Alejandro Ruiz.
Carl Raul Ruiz.
Rudy Ruiz Hernandez.
Angela Paola Ruiz Lomeli.
Antonio de Jesus Ruiz Vera.
Dupree Lovell Sabathia.
Camille Jen Deculo Sadi.
Jared Zhu Ching Seichao.
Megan Nai Seichao.
Dexter Kao Saturn.
Jasveer Singh Sahota.
Maciel Alexi Vispo Sali.
Aiden Tyler David Salvini. Francisco Sanchez Alfaro.
Crystal Irene Sanchez. Jonathan Sanchez Medrano.
Josue Andrew Sanchez Preciado.
Rigoberto Sanchez Vasquez.
Ariana Cecilia Sanderson.
Silas Deshawn Scott.
Cheyenne Bernardo Shaver.
Jan Christian Perez Siat.
Jaspreet Kaur Sidhu.
Abby Marlene Silva.
Ashley Jordan Silva.
Oscar Silva Duran.
Simranpal Singh.
Karina Maile Laumanu Sisi.
Christian Madulara Sison.
Ethan Hayashi Smith.
Jalea Anita Shamar Smith.
Mianette Tiffany Snowden Zerba.
Chanton Romeo Savannah.
Jaya Chrislian Stafford.
Jack Joseph Stanley.
Renad Hassan Swilahal Shamasna.
Cecilia Marie Tack.
Dulce Paulina Tapia.
Brandon Aaron Tavera.
Alan Cortez Taylor II.
Abigail Nicole Tena.
Lauren Michelle Rabago Teruel.
Jerron DeAngelo Thomas.
Jalen Jesus Thomas.
Michaelin Rose Thomas.
Jaden Zekel Thompson.
Eduardo Tinoco.
Kimberly Lynn Tiss.
Yesenia Karina Tovar.
Yaritza Giselle Toledo Villaseñor.
Lawrence Alexander Tooley.
Danielle Torres.
Rodrigo Paulino Torres Torres.
Fiona Page Torrijos.
Esmeralda Toscano.
Anna Tran.
Derek Tran.
Kimberly Zenaida Trejo.
Jeffren de Jesus Tumbaga.
Jaylene Maurice Turner.
Jaylin Nacia Tayo.
Leonel Jesus Urzua.
Devine Lealoha Vaca.
Pedro Alexander Valdez Santos.
Aaron Daniel Valladares Garcia.
Mariana Castillo Vallejo.
Karina Marie Vallero.
Leasle Giovanna Velasco.
Julio Efraín Verduzco Garcia.
Megan Jumpa Velisak.
Maria Teresa Villa Marquez.
Maria Celeste Villagomez.
Alexis Nicole Ruano Villanueva.
Alika Aisha Peria Vinuan.
Christine Acosta Biolago.
Emily Tran Vu.
Antoine Vuong. Kareem Jamal Walton II.
Layla Nichelle Walton. Joshua David Williams.
Wesley Byron Winstead.
Hannah Faith Wolf.
Angelina Marie Womack.
Liana Noel Wong.
Brandon Luke Wurst.
Luca Luke Yang.
Pazong Liz Yang.
Jaden Anthony Young.
Angelica Rosabel Zanipati.
Superintendent Corey, President Honeychurch, members of the board, distinguished faculty and staff, families, and friends. I certify that all of the students named in this ceremony today have met the graduation requirements of the state of California and the Fairfield-Sassoon Unified School District. Students, please move your tassels from right to left to indicate that you are now high school graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to present you with the graduating class of 2020. Congratulations.